Growing up, you would just go build jumps in a field, you know, or anywhere where there was just an open lot or dirt. And you'd come back the next day, they'd be gone. And that was the process. Anywhere we build or have built, they always get plowed every time.
The idea for the Dayton Bike Yard was originally the idea of Andy Williamson. He had a relationship with Nan Whaley, the mayor, and had been advocating to Nan to put a bike park in Dayton. She had asked him to do an inventory of the parks in Dayton and to come up with a recommendation on where would be the best place. And he calls me and he says, hey, we're going to recommend Welcome Park, and since it's right next to you, would you be interested in getting involved with this? And I said, yes, I would.
We have access right off the highway, impact to our neighboring community, adjacent to an academic institution, and right next to the greenway and the river. There probably isn't a better spot in town. I had done presentations at the cycling summit about community bike parks and how they can help get kids outside and active. Brought those stakeholders together and said, how can we at least do a study on what's possible here in this park that everybody knew had major potential.
Challenges early on with the project were many. You can imagine a light industrial business making a pitch to acquire part of a neighborhood park would be kind of a challenge. Our pitch was to help construct the park in return for the opportunity to get some land for future expansion of this building. So what we told the city was we would donate $250,000 to get the park built. And that was the beginning.
It was said that our park was underutilized and they thought it would be a great idea for a bike park. We did understand that it was underutilized and we wanted to enhance our park. That's when we brought community members together between Caroline and Edgemont and our youth. Once they bought into the fact that this would benefit our community, it would give more exposure to our community, more people got on board. We got to look at designs of the park. They talked about dirt versus asphalt, and early on it was gonna be dirt, but there were concerns about who's gonna maintain it.
The thing with dirt is that you have to maintain it. So every time it rains, if you have a dirt trail, someone's got to go out and sort of rebuild the lips and things.
The city doesn't have the sort of budget nor the expertise to provide that sort of maintenance. We really had to come up with a strategy to ensure that it would be safe, it could be open most of the time, and that it could be sustainable into the long term. So by going from dirt to asphalt, we really accomplished all of those goals. That's where one of those big challenges came in, where the cost of the park went from X to Y. And then we also had the giant hill of dirt that was sitting off to the side of the park that needed to be moved to the center of the park. Who knew that moving dirt could be so expensive? We had quotes from $100,000 to $500,000 to move this pile of dirt. Trimble approached us with this idea of, we want to do a marketing video. We're like, okay, but we can move the dirt as part of our marketing video, and we could contribute that as part of the project.
It sounds really simple. We just needed to move the dirt from one location in the park to another location in the park. But the scale and amount of dirt was the issue. So there was about 20,000 cubic yards of dirt, which is about 1,800 dump trucks. So we used a scraper to go pull the dirt from the existing mound, and then we used bulldozers to push it into the final location using the Trimble equipment. Some of the benefits of Trimble doing the project was allowing our testers to come out and use our software in a real-life environment.
We were able to then just move forward and assemble the rest of the money. I mean, really, that X factor of moving the dirt was what was stopping us. And so for Trimble to come forth with this creative solution, they're not a construction company, they're a technology company, and yet they were able to come forth with this idea of, we have equipment, we have guys who can use the equipment, we can show off our technology. It was just sort of this amazing partnership that made this park possible.
The bikes you use in this park are not just your everyday bike. You need a special bike. And so making sure that the kids in the community actually can use these features and do it safely, and that they're not held out of the park just because maybe their families might not be able to afford this special bike.
The Community Bike Fund came about because we wanted to make sure that children in the neighborhood would have the opportunity to use this park and to have new bikes. And so they will take a skills and maintenance class, and when they graduate from that, they will earn the bike.
We've raised close to $25,000 now from organizations throughout the community. We're very excited about this opportunity that, we'll see come to fruition.
It's an important thing for us because everybody here is passionate about riding bicycles. They know what it can do to you. I think the lessons you learn on a bicycle are really important. DK wants to be a part of anything like that.
We hosted the bike fitting for the Community Bike Fund, and that's actually a really important part of the equation. You want to make sure that the bike they're getting actually fits them. It's supporting the community that's right around the Dayton Bike Yard. It's getting more people on bikes. You can check 100 boxes of positivity with this.
It's finally going down, and it's going to be a big celebration, and we're all looking forward to seeing this be a success for our city and our neighborhood.
Get ready for the show. We always number one, you know what's up. We the best if you ain't know. We be stepping. We be stepping.
This bike yard, this project, this is indicative of what we do as Daytonians. We dream, we plan, we collaborate, and we partner, and then we all come together and we execute. We execute and turn dreams into realities. We thank our funding partners, Bond Bright Distributors, for the land sale and donation. Yes, please. And Trimble. Trimble did earth moving and shaping services. And so the execution of this whole bike park is a result of all of these funding partners coming together and contributing over $2.1 million to put this park into active use. This is what happens when we plan, dream, and execute together. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
This is such a beautiful park, aside of what they built here. And then you add all these jumps, and it gives kids, adults, families a place to go to have fun.
All the girls that I race are from different parts of the country, and they have these amazing bike parks and tracks, and now I have one. So it's awesome.
And this facility is amazing. There's a lot that you can do to create better talent for yourself. I think bikes in general bring people together. So having this park here, we're going to find all different walks of life to come together.
For these kids to have this bike yard to ride is like a dream come true. I think it's going to really grow the scene around here, and bike riding is going to be thriving here for many years to come.